I thought it went very well, Gary. I mean, it really did work out well as we could be expected. There was no car crashes, there was nothing where the band got out of sync with the orchestra. Everything seemed to go well, and the crowd responded wonderfully.
And it seemed to be flawless from where I was standing. Everybody seemed to like it. Barcelona was incredible.
Barcelona was very good. I mean, Aoife was a great singer. Great. It was wonderful. And considering all very little rehearsal, I would have wanted a bit more rehearsal, but everybody else seemed happy with it. But it went very well.
You were involved right from the start.
Pretty much from the start. I mean, we were sitting one off. It was about 2.5 years ago. It was July. It was sunny. We were playing in a theatre that had a graveyard out the back. It was a converted church. We were talking about the Albert Hall. We said, what will we do next? And Stevie, our keyboard player, he mentioned, what about doing something with the orchestra? So the kind of idea caught fire. We liked the idea. And I just went and talked. I want to talk to people about the idea, promoters, people, friends, just anybody who'd listen. And I got a very positive response. So I started pulling one of my friends in the industry together, like my brother in the lights, David Holt, and the promoter, all the production guys. Then we met with the orchestra, who were very positive. We met with Nicky Dunn from the Odyssey, who was very positive. So we just pressed the go button, and here we are, 2.5 years later, it's done.
I mean, the sound was fantastic. I mean, in terms of logistics, with so many mics needed for the orchestra, the choir, the choir within the choir, the band itself. It really did sound fantastic. So a lot of effort put in.
There's a lot of effort. I mean, we had a huge team, Gary, working with us tonight. I mean, I think I counted it up. We were doing the credits. It was about 125 people. Apart from those who were on stage, I think we had 110 on stage. So it's a big production. We had the best of everybody, and I think it showed tonight.
I've never been to a concert quite like it, with the full choir and the orchestra. I've seen Queen tribute bands before, but not like this. This was phenomenal, as you can hear.
The quality of the show was just way beyond my wildest dreams. It was just had so much energy, but also had the finesse where it was required as well. So I'm absolutely over the moon.
How did you actually get involved in the first place with such a big project?
Well, I go a long way back with the drummer out of Flash Harry, Stephen Shanks. We went to school together. That is a long way back. And he talked 2 years ago about the possibility of doing such a project. He knew I now work with orchestras and stuff. That's what I do. I compose music for orchestra and stuff. And we got together a couple of years ago. So really it started to firm itself up as an idea about 9 months ago. And so I said I would go for it. And so for the last sort of 7, 8, 9 months, I've been absolutely nose to the grindstone putting this thing together.
And how many hours work? Can you even put a figure on it?
I probably couldn't. I mean, since August, we have so many 4 or 5 times a week, putting 16-hour days. And I mean, all together, when you take all the orchestral parts, all the choral arrangements, some of the band stuff, you're talking probably well over 100,000 individual dots on paper. So it's a huge undertaking, but a labour of love.
It was absolutely first class. I was very lucky in that we were able to go and collect for the NSPCC after the event. And as people were coming out, I was trying to gauge how they enjoyed the evening. And I was saying, how did you enjoy that tonight? And people were saying, absolutely first rate, fantastic. The feedback was superb, and we had a ball.
You're just going to relax now, it's all over with.
We're going to chill with a few of my friends, as you can see. We're just going to kick back and just see what happens.
So what's the next big thing on the horizon?
Oh, I'm sure we'll be able to dream up something. No worries. In that respect, we're always still full of ambition, and the show itself was successful. So I think it maybe has legs.